Here is a sketch of the graph of y equals 9 minus x squared. So that's this graph here. We can see it's going through 9 on the y-axis and it's going through 3 and minus 3 on the x-axis. And we're told that it's used to model a cross-section of a tunnel. The unshaded area is the cross-section of the tunnel. So this area here is the cross-section of the tunnel, and it asks me to estimate the area of that. So I need to work out the area of this unshaded region here. Well, notice this is an estimate because I can't work out the area of this exactly, but I'm going to be able to split it up into some shapes to work it out as an estimate. To do this, I'm actually going to take a bit of a shortcut here in that I know that it's symmetrical about the y-axis, so rather than working out the area of the whole thing, I could just work out the area of one side of it and then just times it by 2. So I'm actually going to ignore this bit over here and just work out the area here. To do this, I'm going to split this up into 3 trapeziums. I'm going to draw a line up here like this, like that, so I can work out the area of this trapezium. I'm going to draw a line up here like this, work out the area of this trapezium, and then I'll work out the area of the triangle on the ends there. Excuse me. Okay, so I'll label it up. I'll call that 1, 2, 3. So for the area of 1, it's going to be a half times, remember the general formula for trapezium is half a plus b times h, where a and b are the 2 parallel lengths, h is the distance between them. So for trapezium 1, I can see that the height a is 9, and b is going to be the height here. Now, not entirely sure what that is exactly, but I could work it out pretty easily because I know that x is 1, and when x is 1, the y coordinate here, if I substitute 1 in here, I get 9 minus 1 squared. 9 minus 1 is 8. So this point here is 8. I didn't draw that line very straight, which is why it doesn't look exactly like it's 8, but you can hopefully see when you substitute 1 in here, you see that the y coordinate is 8, so we know that that is 8. So half 9 plus 8 plus multiplied by 1, because that's the distance between them, and you can see that's 17 over 2, or 8.5. Now let's do the same thing for 2. So it's going to be a half a plus b times h. We already know that this height here is 8 because we did that a moment ago. We need to know what the height here is. Well, we can see that x is 2 here. So if I substituted 2 in here, I get 9 minus 2 squared. So 9 minus 4 is 5. So the height here is 5. Distance between them is 1. So we've got half of 13, or 6.5. And then finally, for 3, you can see this is just a triangle, so half times base, so half times 1 times the height here, which we worked out before was 5, which is 5 over 2, or 2.5. So if I add those 3 things together then, so 8.5 plus 6.5 is 15, add the 2.5, so that's going to be 17.5. And then if I double that, because I want the bit over here as well, so if I double that, I'm going to get 35, and that is my answer.